Hello, good people, wherever you are on our fantastic world. I wish you a sincere, delightful day, evening, night, wherever you are. My title for my Bible channel is called Beware Gentiles. Typically, when we think of Gentiles, most of the time, the first thing that comes to somebody's mind is the Europeans. But the Europeans are not the only Gentiles. Africans are Gentiles, Asians are Gentiles, and they are expanding for the Gentiles. Now, when they say Gentiles, for the Israelite people, but again, the title is Beware Gentiles, especially the Gentiles who are Christians. As we all know, if you have any knowledge of the Bible, any knowledge, even a sophomore level of the Bible, you know Jesus said when he come back, there's going to be a lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth. There's a lot of people running around here now who say, I'm Christian. But he said when he come back, there will be plenty of weeping and gnashing of teeth. So let's see why the Gentiles should beware. Let's see. This coming from Matthew chapter 25, verse 35 to 40. This is an important thing in the Bible that's really talking about the future world that's coming. When Christ returns to earth, he will be saying this to many, many people on the globe. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Basically, this person said, I'm down on my luck. You was there to come to my aid. I'm down on my luck. I'm having trouble with my marriage. I'm having trouble with my children. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I'm a stranger. I need some clothes. I'm just down on my luck. Now, and this how the people reacted. So Jesus is talking to a group of people, and this how he or she or they reacted. Then the righteous will answer him. Remember, now Jesus said, this is the righteous people. Lord, when did we see you hungry? Because they're thinking it physically. They're thinking of, when did I see you, Jesus, hungry and feed you? Or thirsty and gave you something to drink? When? Now here we go. Here's the big part. When did we? So that means as many people talking to him now. So he's talking to a vast amount of people. When did we see you a stranger and invited you in? Or need clothing and clothed you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go visit you? When did we? And now see, like I said, this the new world, Because it say, the king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these, this the pig bar, my brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. So, my brother, my sister, what does he mean here? Israelite. That's what he's talking about. When you was good to an Israelite, you were good to me. The Israelite people had a certain look, and I'm not going to get into that. The people who you fed, they looked like me. The people who you gave food to looked like me. The people who you gave clothes to, my brother Israelites, they looked like me. When I was sick, remember, my brothers and sisters, they look like me. When I'm in prison, you came to visit me or my brothers and sisters who look just like me. See, people don't take it that far. They don't take it that far. He was talking about you did good to the Israelite. You treated the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is how you treated them. So Jesus said, when you treat the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob when you give them food, you give them clothes, you visit them when they're in prison. Because he said, okay, they're in prison, whether they're innocent or guilty, they're still in prison. He said, the Israelites you visit, when you visit the Israelites, you, my brothers and sisters, you basically are visiting me. And here's my head. Remember, all the Israelites look the same. You get my point. They look just like him. Let's move on. This is Matthew 25 again, verse 1 to 8. At that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 were wise. The foolish ones took their lamps, but did not take any oil with them. The wise ones, however, took oil and jars along with their lamps. The bridegroom was a long time in coming, and they all became drowsy and fell asleep. So again, if it's talking about bridegroom, that was Israelite terminology. So the people in this story are Israelite. They looked like him. At midnight, the cry rang out, here's the bridegroom, come out to meet him. Then all the visitors woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish one said to the wise, give us some of your oil. Our lamps are going out. Here, you can think of the Israelites as being a wise one. You can think of the Gentiles as being unwise. So, the Gentiles was unwise. The Israelites were wise. When things came to hit the fan, the Israelites were ready, but the Gentiles were not. The Gentiles then were saying, Israelite, please come to my aid. Israelite, please come to help me so I can be prepared for the bridegroom. So like I said, beware Gentiles. No one ever told it like this. They read the story, but they never said one was the Gentile and one was the Israelite. Gentile, Israelite. Because you remember, for the most part, Gentiles seem like they unprepared. Like Sodom and Gomorrah, Nineveh. But Nineveh changed its ways, but it was going to get some disasters on it. The flood of Noah. At that time, there was no Hebrew or Israelites. They all was the same then. But you get my point. The Gentile was unprepared. The Israelites were. And when the bridegroom came, or the king, or Christ, whatever you want to call him, when Christ came, the Gentiles begged the Israelites for help. Today, in this age that we live in, the Israelites are kicked to the bottom. The Israelites are smeared. The Israelites get those high home mortgage rates. The Israelites get their money taken out their accounts. The Israelites get cars we possess continuously. The Gentiles right now, they ruling. Because in this story, before the bridegroom came, living large. When the bridegroom came back, the Gentiles was unready. They had the lamp. They had the tools, but they was missing that important ingredient to impress the bridegroom. All right. Again, this is a continuation of the lampstands of the lamp story. Matthew 25. No. Verse 9. No, they replied, there may not be enough for both us and you. Instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourself. But while they were on their way to buy the oil, the Gentiles, the bridegroom arrived. The virgins were ready, went in with him to the wedding banquet, and the door was shut. Many times Jesus used that analogy. When you're not ready, whether you're Gentile or Hebrew, you're not ready, the door will get shut in your face. Later the others also came. Lord, Lord, they said, open the door for us. But he replied, truly, I tell you, I don't know you. Then he said, therefore keep watch, because you do not know the day or the hour when your king or the bridegroom may return. And it's important to the Gentiles. Remember, the Gentiles are going to be having many religious things. They say, we serving God, we serving God, we serving God. Yeah, we serving God. But because they mistreat the Israelites, they the oil. Treat them, then not ready to meet the bridegroom. You're doing all the other religious stuff. Because you remember, the bridegroom, they probably had the right clothing, the right makeup, the right words to say, but they was missing the one oil to meet him. So Gentiles, like I said, beware. If you can't treat the Israelites, and I didn't say the word Jew, I'm using what the Bible actually call them. Because I remember the word Jew just in the Bible roughly 20 times. Hey, roughly 20 times. But the word Israelite is in the Bible hundreds of times. And the word Israelite came from God's mouth. Chapter 12, verse 24. God himself called them Israelites. God never once called people Jew. Other humans did, especially the Gentiles. I said, Paul used the word Jew, but Gentiles use it more than anything else. All right, let's move on. Let's see what we got next. All right, here we go. This is coming from Matthew chapter 7. True and false disciples. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. What is the will of the Father in heaven? To respect and treat the Gentiles, or the Hebrews, not the Gentiles, to respect and treat the descendants of Abraham with some level of decency. Here in the West world, even in the Arab world, people who look like and who actually are the descendants of Abraham get the least amount of respect worldwide. They are the descendants of Abraham, typically is the poorest group on the planet. So I'm giving you clues right there. The descendants of Abraham, they are not head. You're going to be the tail. Many will say on that day, Lord, Lord, Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? Like I said, the Gentiles can do that. And in your name, drive out demons. And in your name, perform many miracles. Or name, didn't we have many? Quote, heaven and our near-death experience. So then I would tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evil doer. So if you treat the descendants of Abraham with disrespect, you are an evil doer. So thank you for stopping by my Gentiles. Beware. Until the next time, good people, good family, peace.